Hey, what's going on? Captain Paul for the Talking Shit podcast. Figured I'd do another quick video. Seems like the other one went pretty well. I feel like talking about Cole Beasley today, the wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. He tweeted something that was pretty interesting, saying that, the only place he gets booed at is at, his home stadium in Buffalo. And a lot of that is due to his vaccination choice. So, for you that don't know, Cole Beasley just decided to be anti-vaccination, and he's not going to put anything in his body that doesn't want to. He's not comfortable with the decision. And apparently, I'm not necessarily surprised. New York is, a liberal state, but, he's been kind of receiving a lot of boos, apparently. I haven't really had a chance to watch too many Bills games live. On the TV, it's a little more difficult to hear it unless it's, obnoxious. But I'll take his word for it, saying that he's getting booed. And let's have this discussion. Do you think you think it's right that this dude should get booed? So I'll give you my opinion, right? So anyone that has watched this channel knows that I was actually very vaccine hesitant for a long-ass time. Wasn't necessarily comfortable with some of the numbers, wanted more evidence. I was just waiting time. Now, mind you, did I wear a mask? Did I social distance? Did I kind of give space to people? Did I respect it? As for social distancing, I always did that. I didn't like when somebody's right over you when you're trying to do things. But I wore my mask. I chilled. I didn't really go to any parties or anything, any events. I just kind of kept to myself. And, I wanted to give, things time and let the, let data come out and kind of prove whether this is effective or whether it's the right thing to do. Unfortunately, even, some people may argue what I'm about to say, but the vaccine, we don't necessarily even know the long-term effects of it. So I'm hoping there isn't adverse long-term effects. I hope it doesn't fuck with anything like fertility, stuff like that, or any other type of diseases. I don't want to be on a, 1-800 number. Oh, if you've taken the vaccine, can you, call this number and you can get financial compensation. I don't want to end up to be that statistic. Long story short, I ended up finally getting the vaccine when I was off for about a week ago. Felt like it was a right decision. Out of everyone I know, I'm actually pretty susceptible. I don't have necessarily the best immune system. I've had various different illnesses throughout the years and procedures done. So I just want to, make sure that I protect myself as best as possible going forward. I've told some friends of mine that are anti-vax, I don't think it was a smart decision. I've told people that are vaccinated, oh, that's a great decision. As for how I feel about it, we'll see how time tells. Hopefully this, lessens the effect like some of the doctors truly say. So if I somehow get the variant, I'm not ravaged by it. Apologize for that little offside tangent. But I don't think Cole Beasley should be booed for deciding not to get vaccinated. I think that's totally up to him. That's his choice. As an American citizen, he can choose to get vaccinated or not. I think the problem I have, and I'm just going to say it, a lot of you vaccine, how do I put this? Superiority people, supremacists. God, I don't want to put it that way. It's going to be taken way out of context. But a lot of you people that are overbearing with your oh, my way is the highway. The way you alienate people is just going to want those vaccine hesitant people like I was, and these, even anti-vax people to not even be willing to listen to you at all. Now, mind you, there is always going to be that part of a certain demographic that, regardless of how much evidence you bring forth, they're not going to listen, right? But that being said, booing the guy isn't really doing anything for you, right? And it's especially weird for a Buffalo Bills team. I'm a New England Patriots fan, but I can always recognize how passionate Buffalo Bill fans are. I actually follow a YouTuber that's a Buffalo fan, Melody Martin. And they're extremely passionate about their football team and their hockey team, all their sports teams up there, actually. So I don't want to make this like an attack on Buffalo, but I'll say this as a whole. I think this debate has become so politicized and so, blown over the top in some regards because it's just making certain people not being willing to, at least hear the other side or give it a chance, right? And booing Cole Beasley doesn't really accomplish anything. He has made the choice as a grown adult not to get vaccinated. So he's agreed that he needs to get daily tested, needs to go through those protocols, and he's comfortable with that. Vaccination doesn't mean you are immune to getting the COVID-19 or its Delta variant, but it apparently, what science shows is it does, reduce its effects. And as somebody who, knows who just passed of COVID-19 relatively recently and that wasn't vaccinated. I will say it does seem like the COVID-19 wasn't necessarily the best thing for him to get, because he was very susceptible, and unfortunately he passed away. So for me, that was probably my wake-up call. But for Cole Beasley, maybe that hasn't necessarily happened in his world. I'm not going to really judge him on it. I think people need to make decisions within their own time, right? For me, it was making time. It was, letting more data come out. For him, maybe he needs more time. Maybe he wants to see a longer term period. Who knows? This is a very weird time in the world, but I think by ridiculing, getting into arguments, trying to, have a superiority complex with a guy, you're just alienating him. You're just going to make the guy hate Buffalo. You're going to make the guy just very reluctant to have any interaction with fans. And I don't know. I don't think that's the way to go about things in this situation. So I apologize if this video is a little bit all over the place. I'm kind of giving a little bit of anecdote from my own life to kind of relate to him in a way. And I can understand his line of thinking. I don't think everything he says is correct, but you know what? I can totally respect a man who's, that's his way of thinking. That's his way of thinking. And, sometimes people just either learn over time, change their views over time, or maybe he'll always have this viewpoint. It's up to him. He's a big boy. He can make his own decisions. So for Captain Paul, this is Talking Shit Podcast. Let me know what you guys think down below. Again, apologize for a little bit maybe rambly video, but I'd really like to know what you guys think. So see ya.